Yeah, this is Cinema Geek TV. I'm Chris McInnes. Devontae Stewart here. It's St. Patrick's Day. We're having a little brew. We're gonna do a 10 Cloverfield Lane review. Yeah, he has his green on. He said he got cold, so he had to put on his. I had to go get a green T-shirt because I felt like a douchebag all day today. So I'm drinking a beer and wearing green. Hooray, hurrah! 10 Cloverfield Lane. Watching the quick piece of trailer here, I got really excited again for the movie, just realizing how much fun I had watching this thing and the intense stress I felt throughout the whole thing, not knowing what the hell was going on. What'd you think of this thing?
Yeah, I was the same way. I didn't know what to expect because even the first Cloverfield movie, they were very quiet about it. And this one, of course, they had the trailer, but they were quiet about what to expect with it. So I didn't know if this was post Cloverfield or
right
what was going on there. But I was, it's way different than what I remember Cloverfield being.
Yeah, because
like you said, I was on the edge of my seat most of this movie. Also,
yeah, John Goodman is freaking amazing.
Yeah, he did a really fucking good job.
He was so creepy, dude. Like with his eyes, I couldn't tell if he was wearing contacts or if he was doing that. Like, can you do that with your eyes, where you like look one sideways? And you've seen that picture of my daughter Sage doing that, right? Have you seen that?
No.
She can do that. She'll look straight with one and turn one to the side. So maybe that was like a little freak trick that he's able to do.
Maybe, I don't know.
But it worked really well because the whole time you're just sitting there going, Is this guy for real? No, he's telling a lie. And then you're like, no, he's for real. But then, no, maybe he's... The whole time. It drove me nuts.
All the way to the end. It was...
Yeah, it was really good. We won't ruin it for you. We're going to try real hard to not do spoilers. Because I think we've sucked at it so far. We're just like, yeah, when the dude did the thing and she died.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to refrain from...
it was really good. It didn't end like I thought it was going to,
and surprise. I'm the way that it ended surprised me with how it began. Just how it's not like the tone of the movie changed, but it was almost like the beginning of the movie was all tense and like real world tense, like real life tense.
Yeah,
and then the end, how that ended is like. You almost forget that that's what they're dealing with,
right? Because they don't know. I mean, it was interesting because the one thing it's fine. He says he saw a flash in the distance, right?
Yeah.
Of light, and they're just assuming that guy's a freak, whatever. He's like a Trump follower, I'm sure. And he's like, I saw a flash. I had to get in here. Had to get away. And you're thinking, these guys really don't know anything. Like, they're secluded. He had the CB radio, right, where he's waiting for a transmission of some kind. I thought the way they did it was really cool. It kind of reminded me of like a Twilight Zone sort of episode. You ever watch that back in the day? The Twilight Zone.
Some episodes.
It's real creepy, like situational creepy.
Yeah, exactly.
Where like this movie could have been about anything and any. Even what they did put in it toward the end to kind of have it be a part of the Cloverfield universe, it really still could have been a standalone, had nothing to do with Cloverfield, and it would have been awesome.
Exactly. The whole first, I would say more than half of the movie wasn't even related to the Cloverfield, the really tense parts.
Yeah.
Of course, the end was pretty tense too, but, when John Goodman and his fucking crazy eyes, all of that, it was still really good.
Yeah, he, what's the girl's name that she was in this thing? What's her name? Let's see. We got that up. Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Is that right? Yeah, Michelle?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she was really good. I've seen her in some stuff before, but really, I was excited to see the guy John Gallagher, who played like the hick, dude in the cellar with him.
Yeah.
He was in Newsroom, and he did some other stuff. But he's a Broadway guy, so like we watched. Me and Wendy watched the Green Day Broadway thing on Netflix that was on there a few months back.
Yeah.
and he was like one of the leads in that. So you see him do Broadway, and then you're like, oh, he goes from that to Newsroom. Then he's doing all these. He's a really good actor. I mean, I
still hadn't seen Newsroom.
No,
No.
he's like a real intense newsroom guy. You know, Chase. You wouldn't think that he hasn't done a whole lot as far as I know.
Yeah.
But he was real good in Newsroom. He was good in this movie.
I felt like there was, everyone carried their own weight.
Yeah.
John Goodman was really good, but like you said, Michelle, Mary Elizabeth, and the other kid, they did really well also, going alongside him.
Oh yeah, you're right. You dropped this earlier before we started recording. You said that Bradley Cooper was in this movie.
Yeah,
and I was like, what?
I saw that. I read it, and then I was like, no.
Something's coming.